Would you like a modern take on a classy, timeless fragrance DNA? That's what we have today here with Rifflesso from the House of Trussardi. A beautiful fragrance, a great cheapy, really underrated. This is a hidden gem alert fragrance for you. So big alert! This is a good fragrance for a great price. We're going to talk about it, but before we do, y'all know what to do down below. I'm bringing you a great affordable fragrance. I'm sharing you great information, helping you smell amazing. Show me a little bit of love. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Comment what is your best versatile, classy, refined fragrance in the comment section below. So this fragrance here, you get a lot of beautiful freshness off the top. You got your green apple. You got some bergamot. You got some pink grapefruit. The pink grapefruit adds a really nice watery touch, almost aquatic in a way. I want to distract y'all with before we dive into the notes with the presentation. For a designer fragrance that came out for 80 bucks and you get on sale for now about $35. Is that not a good presentation? Is that not a winner of a presentation with this little metal dog tag with some information? If this isn't a winner of a presentation for this kind of price, I don't know what is. But it's fantastic. The sprayer is also a winner too. That is a very good sprayer. Look at that. Anyways, beautiful fragrance. You got in the dry down, you start to notice, some of the geranium and the lavender come through. There's some violet here, adding a real confident kind of edge to the fragrance. Not really petrol-y, nothing like Dior Fahrenheit, but it does a great job of that. There's some leather and some tonka in the dry down as well. I think there might be a few other notes, but I don't really notice them too much. I do detect a little, almost some spice. Maybe my nose is tricking me. Maybe I want to smell the spice, but it's very refined. It's very smooth. It does feel a little bit more woody than you would expect. There is some vetiver to this fragrance, but it really is a very well blended fragrance. The tonka doesn't overpower the composition and make it overtly modern or overtly sweet, but this is a very nice grown-up fragrance that's kind of made for the 20th century, but still has a little bit of that classy Italian vibe. This is more of a citrus leather fragrance, but still has, classic lavender and violet and some florals and very small, woody, spicy undertones that are kind of very subtle in the background. This is just very easy to wear, so sophisticated, and just a great creation. So again, it's not going to win any points in uniqueness or this isn't a very complex fragrance, but because it's so well blended and it's so smooth and it's so well put together, I think this is a fragrance for if you are wanting a grown-up fragrance, a fragrance for the office, something for maybe semi-formal events. This isn't the classiest fragrance. It doesn't have a sour patchouli, and it doesn't have a lot of sage or basil or anything that makes it feel overtly posh. But this is a fragrance that definitely makes you come off respectable. That is for certain. A fantastic fragrance. I can't say enough good about it. When I first smelled this one, this is actually one of the best designer citruses on the top when you first smell this fragrance that I've actually smelled in a long time. A lot of designer fragrances don't do much for me, and I really like the pop of the grapefruit off of this. Grapefruit is one of my favorite citruses, so really nice fragrance here that's for sure. Let's talk about that performance though. The performance here really quite decent. It's a 6 or 7 hour fragrance. Now it does settle down quite quickly onto the skin. It's not weak exactly, or it's not exactly a skin scent, but it's not the strongest fragrance, but it does have a good presence about it. I'm spraying it, I'm smelling it up, I'm spraying it everywhere. Again, this is so affordable. You can afford to put on a couple more sprays and it'll do you just right. It'll get you through your workday, but it's not the strongest fragrance. It's a little bit, again, understated, and the leather and the citruses really come out in a nice way. I think it has a good amount of performance for what it is and what it's supposed to be. So get into that compliment factor. I do think this fragrance needs to be dressed up a little bit. Maybe you have, some thick brown clothes, maybe some work pants. This has a little bit of ruggedness to it, just a little bit, even though it's smooth and refined. You could wear this with a brown suit. Maybe you have, some clothes, or maybe you have some luggage when you're traveling that has some leather accents to it. This fragrance really suits that kind of vibe very, very well. It's kind of suits that personality. Anybody can wear this, but I do think this is, again, talking about the compliment factor. It's not overtly youthful again, but it strikes a great balance of modern wearability and classy, timeless, like an Italian gentleman in the 20th century. So great fragrance. It didn't get me tons of compliments, honestly, but it did get me respected, and people, kind of gave that nod of approval and kind of felt like, it kind of came together in a good way, and people liked that. People liked how this fragrance felt and sensed, and liked how it came across on me. So my final thoughts with this fragrance: when you can get this baby for 30 bucks, 30, 35 bucks. Again, I'll include the link down below on Fragrance by CA where you can check out this fragrance. For 30, 35 bucks for 100 mils of this juice, you're winning. And if you are a guy who tends to like fougères or barbershops, that's not really what this is, but this is definitely going to bring it to the 20th century. If you like cologne style fragrances, this is going to be something that you might want to put on your radar. Again, it's not super classy or super high end, but I like that they stepped back a little bit, brought us something in a bottle that's like straight out of the 80s or the 90s, a little bit Art Deco. I mean, just look at this. I love how this feels. You can really feel the ridges of the glass. I like how the fragrance looks. I like the snap. It's just something great. Sorry about the dogs there. This is reviewing in real time. We're doing it live. Anyways, fantastic fragrance, Rifflesso. Happy about this fragrance, happy that I have it in the collection. I would have liked to see a little bit of black pepper or maybe pink pepper crept in this fragrance, but I think that there are so many fragrances that go heavy on the violet or heavy on the spices with this style of fragrance that's been done in the past. Heavy on the clove, fragrances like that. I think they stepped back a little bit and really gave us, this style of fragrance put into the 20th century, an aromatic leather. So fantastic that there is this option out there. I encourage y'all to try this fragrance. Again, it is a little bit more grown up. It's not hard to wear for a younger guy, but I don't think the 18-year-olds or people who want party or club fragrances might be into this one. This is for somebody who's starting to pay off his first mortgage, who's just got his first house. Maybe he has a family. Maybe he just had his first kid. Maybe he's 25 plus. I don't know. Maybe he's just 30 plus. This is a fragrance. Maybe he just got his first promotion. Fragrance is a little bit more grown up, but it's very sensible and respectable and a little bit soft. In a way, it's a little bit cozy. And again, I didn't talk about the florals too much because the florals don't punch out of the fragrance. The lavender doesn't overpower and the violet doesn't overpower. So you certainly don't have to worry about anything like that. So did y'all like my review today? This is really all there is to be said. There's not a lot to say about this fragrance, but it simply works. It's respectable. It's a great fragrance, especially for 30 bucks. Put this on your radar. Check it out. It's a great cheapie to have, and it certainly would be great in the office, going out and about, traveling. Again, it's got a little bit of that leather fresh quality to it that makes me feel like a wanderlust, like I will have to travel or explore. I'm an adventurer kind of feeling, and I like that about this fragrance. So let me know, have you tried this fragrance? Do you like the House of Trussardi? Do you like the bottle and the presentation? I think it's a real winner, guys. I think this is a fantastic bottle, and I would like to see more bottles with some real character about them, especially in the designer fragrance game, where a lot of the bottles, to me, I just don't connect with them, especially like Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera with that Thunderbolt and stuff like that. Anyways, thank y'all for watching my review today. I hope that you enjoyed this fragrance review. I hope that you learned something new. Hope that I added some value to your life as a fragrance reviewer and helped you make a more informed decision. Again, my channel is all about helping you smell great and find the fragrances that you love. So if I helped you out, give me a little bit of love back and help me out, help this channel grow by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting that notification bell, sharing the video, telling a friend. And then in the comment sections below, again, let me know, what is your favorite fresh, clean leather fragrance or vetiver fragrance, or a fresh fragrance that has a little bit more depth or character. I'd love to know in that comment sections below. And again, let me know if you like Trussardi or if this sounded any good to you. And I'll see you in the next video. I upload Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So I hope to see you in the next video. Peace out, everybody. Have a beautiful day. Have a wonderful day. And I'll see you soon. Peace out, everybody. Bye.